I just had to stop. Now I'm doing another one. Like I said, I'm not ignorant to technology. I just think basic. I just think some technology is just too different. It's too difficult, rather. Just tell me what it is. So I stopped last time. What I just said. Now I had to record it again. Where I was coming from was technology and stuff. This is my first time putting something on YouTube. It took me like a whole year. Like for real, like it's like I know that a war was coming. And it's not the war that everybody was thinking of. They probably was thinking, oh, China, Russia, China colluding. For 2 years, they was colluding and calling Trump a Russian spy and colluding. But when you do the math, or when you utilize your senses that's for free, that God gave you, the collusion was the other side. And this is nothing new to me. I mean, talking about the collusion and the QAnon and all the people, where we go one, we go all. And I've been going through the battle with my own family. All I know is we're going through a spiritual war, we the people, my family that I love. It doesn't matter your color. We're going through a war, and it's spiritual. And everybody be like, oh, this the end times. And me personally, I just feel like it's the apocalypse. It's the revealing of the truth. Epstein got caught with his little islands and all the elite or the people that's high power. He got a list, and the list is about to come out. You know, it's just like at this point right now, we're going through a spiritual war. And God is putting it in our faces in 2019 what's going on. I've been going through it since 2018, far as the battle or whatever you want to call it. I mean, because I've been woke for much longer and researching where my iPads then got shut down and I can't use my iPads. Once my iPad got shut down on everything. And this is the truth. I start getting on my son Leapfrog. Once they shut down my son Leapfrog. I was like, you know what? So everybody coming at Trump. Let me tell you one thing. I've been voting Democrat for quite a while, but I haven't voted Democrat in a few years. I want to say probably in the past 8, 12 years, I haven't voted Democrat. I haven't in the last 12 years. I know in 8 years, I'm not going to front. I haven't voted for 2 terms, and that was during the Obama administration. And not because I wouldn't have voted for him. I was just in an area where I wasn't registered to vote twice. And I take that as everything happened for a reason. But what I'm trying to tell you, we the people, you and whomever else, what I'm trying to tell you is we're going at this point a spiritual war, and it's revealing of the truth, and it's time to pick sides. So, what side are you going to pick? It's just good and evil. It's no in between. It's no in between. Because the in between people are the backstabbers. Them the ones that don't know what side to pick. We don't need no backstabbers. We need to know what team you're on so we can deal with you accordingly. Because I know the power of my Heavenly Father. I'm not speaking, and I'm not speaking, and I haven't went through it. I went through it just like other people went through it or is going through it. But at this point right now, it's a spiritual war. And yeah, we're close to the end times, but right now at this point, the Heavenly Father is revealing to us the wickedness. The wickedness. And the only way to come with terms or to come with understanding with wicked people, and it's just not about Democratic Party, Republican Party, left, right, grassroots. It's about God is revealing to you, the Heavenly Father is revealing to you the truth, and it's in your face. So at this point in your life, what you gonna do? Who team you on? You have to pick your team. Because you either gonna be on the winning team or the losing team. But at the end of the day, my demise is not gonna be your demise. Because at the end of the day, you pick the losing team. You think you winning? You're not winning. You're not winning. You're not winning. I've been doing this thing for the last 2-3 years. The last 2-3 years. Not far as the researching and not far as the understanding and the knowledge, but far as the awakening, the universal shift. It is a universal shift. It's been strange things that went on, I want to say about 2-3 years ago, when y'all trying to scratch your head about it and you trying to figure out, well, I know that I used this last year, now I got to add this. Oh, I know I did this, and this ain't working. Oh, I know I looked at this, and when I look at it again, what I read ain't the same. It's a spiritual war going on. It's a spiritual war. It's a spiritual war. My family, I love you. It's to the point that I let this consume me. And it's not consuming me where I can't function. But for the last 2 years, really, I've been going through my own spiritual war. I done picked up the phone and start recording it. So I was like, when it's my time to drop my recordings from last year, because everything that I said last year is matching up to everything that's going on in 2019. And at the end of the day, where we go one, we go all. All I know is what I've been doing and how I've been researching for the truth. For the truth. Ever since I've been in my mid-20s, late 20s. I've been searching for the truth. I've been searching for real knowledge. And what I'm trying to tell you now is, I've never been on YouTube. I've been doing this stuff for a year, recording myself like a crazy lady. And like I said, when I'm ready to start dropping stuff, how I've been recording myself, I can't even download it on the YouTube channel. So I have to do it this way. This way. I had to do a whole new recording for 2019. And all my old recordings is 2018. And I have a few of the new recordings, but I couldn't put them on YouTube. So I'm coming pure. Did I want to do it? No, but this is something that I had to do. I've been fighting with what I've been fighting with for the last 2 years. And you're not going to tell me that the Heavenly Father ain't giving me senses for free. I don't have to pay for my senses. And what I don't have, I get the other senses 10 times fold. And what I mean, if I'm blind, if I can't hear, if I can't do this, my other senses is 10 times fold. We're going through a spiritual war, people. And I would not be on Facebook speaking this. Not Facebook. That's sad. I do not have Facebook, Twitter, or none of these accounts. Twitter. That's how you know I don't have. I said Twitter. Twitter. I don't have none of those. I don't. We need to get off these social medias. You need to get off these social medias. I'm not saying stay off of them, but you need to get off of them enough to see your surroundings and who are you dealing with, political, mental, physical, and emotionally. You can't let stuff consume you and destroy you in your home, your life. You can't. You can't. If I didn't love, I would not be right here recording myself to put it on YouTube. Love is beautiful. I love. When I say I love, I mean it. I don't care your race. If you're good, you're good. If you're bad, I need for you to have several seats. And my Heavenly Father gonna deal with you. But I don't have time right now to deal with you in 2019. We need to fix the problems that's going on in our universe, which is racism, whack, which is everybody want to do socialism, whack. Research socialism. That's what Miss AOC is trying to give you. It's socialism. Miss Rashid is trying to give you whatever she want to give you. I don't know her agenda, but I know that she said we gonna hang that MFer. Come on. Miss Ahmad, they're telling me you done married your brother doing fraudulent stuff to get him a card. Come on. This is ridiculous. Y'all want to come in the scene, your freshmen or your squad, like a wrecking ball. Being all disrespectful. Y'all came in talking about like the American people are idiots for free. It's disgusting. Now, the president clapped back and said, if you feel like your political views don't sit or don't resonate with the U.S. views or the American views, then go back to your other country and try it there and see how it works. Now they want to put the black lady in the forefront. I don't even know this lady. But they want to put the brown lady, the black lady, or the woman of color. I just read it in an article calling everybody woman of color. Like, for real, come on. The propaganda, the agenda is whack. Like, we should be seeing this stuff by now. Epstein got caught. Bill Cosby in jail. Weinstein, Woodstein, whatever his damn the couch guy. He doing his thing. Excuse my French. You know? Some people coming out about their hashtag Me Too moment. They coming out with their hashtag Me Too. I can honestly say hashtag Me Too. But I'm not going to let that consume me. And you shouldn't let that consume you neither. Because you're in your, 40s, 30s, 20s. Something happened to you when you was younger. and you letting that consume you, and then you look at the people that harm you, and they over there looking like they doing the old town road, the dabbing on them, and let go challenge, and all that good stuff, and they look like they living their good life, and you over there miserable because you consuming what they done to you. When you release that, once you release it, they get their karma, and karma coming back quicker than a mug. So once you release it, they get their karma. And you, once they get their karma, you just don't be happy they got it. Just think to the Heavenly Father, to release you. I'm telling you, once you let that go, you're going to feel a weight up off your shoulders. Your shoulder going to literally move. And just thank the Heavenly Father. When it happened for me, I'm not telling you nothing that I haven't been through mentally, physically, and emotionally. The thing that's new to me is spiritually. It spiritually is not new, but manifestation is good. And that's what I'm going through. That's why this vibration is killing me. That I done did all these recordings since 2018 and it's not coming through. And I'm not about to let the bad guy have a hold of me. I'm going to just release it. And if I got to get up here and do it this way, then this is the way I'm going to do it. Because it's not about me. It's about my word and what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to say and what the Heavenly Father wanted to be. I can't ignore this vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. I feel like at this point, right now, what, July the, 17, 18, I don't know, the 17th? If I don't do this, and I know I've been pondering and holding back since 2018, I'm being disobedient to the Heavenly Father. All I know is this is the time for we the people. This is our redemption. So what you gonna do? Whose side you on? Because at the end of the day, your demise is not going to be my demise. Because I already know what side I'm on. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You need to know who you're dealing with. You need to know who you're dealing with politically, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Because at the end of the day, it's a spiritual war going on. And the Heavenly Father is showing us the apocalypse. He is showing us the revealing of the truth. It's people that's so confused that they grew up in it. We the people. We need to wake up. God, the Heavenly Father is showing us. The Heavenly Father is showing us. So what you gonna do? Because at the end of the day, it's either good or evil. Epstein got caught. They been trafficking children. They want to blame the immigration border stuff on Trump when it's been going on during the administration before him. They want to say he is a racist because he said that if you don't like the politics here, go back where you came from. And if they had any sense, I think AOC is from Brooklyn. The other lady, I don't know where she's from. It's only one person that was born somewhere else and a U.S. citizen. I mean, y'all are freshmen. Y'all came in disrespecting your elders. We gonna hang them MFer. Well, whoever, the people who bombed the 9/11, them guys, and it's a Green New Deal. What I'm telling you is, do your research. Don't let the mainstream media tell you how to think. If you go back the mainstream media, if I'm not mistaken, I go back and I find a page for you and put it up. Said, they don't tell us how to think. We tell them how to think. I don't know. I will find it. We need to be woke. It's time. The Heavenly Father is showing us the truth. the revealing of the truth, which is the apocalypse. We not at the end days. He giving us a chance for redemption. We need to redeem ourselves. This is our redemption, we the people. It's not about color. It's not about nothing. Women of color. Or it's not about where you're from. Because at the end of the day, we all came from one. It doesn't matter your complexion. It's a matter is love thy neighbor as you love thyself. Do unto others as you want done to yourself. This is what it's about. And I'm not talking about my next door neighbor. I'm talking about this is global. You have trafficking. You have people coming to your borders with $1 billion worth of drugs. You have people killing people for kidneys and all their body parts. This is you have stuff that you would never think of is going on. All I know is where we go one, we go all. And if you are good, if you are pure, and you love the Heavenly Father, all the things that's going on in this world, all the things that's going on in this global, whatever you want to call it, is not good. You're not going to sit here and tell me that somebody can come tell me about, let me just think of her name, Keisha. And I never met Keisha. And Keisha never did me nothing. And you're not going to tell me that Chrissy can come in here and tell me about Keisha. And I'm going to judge Keisha off of what Chrissy told me without checking out Keisha myself. And this is what is going on. This is what's going on. All I know is they call Trump a racist. All I know is what Democrat was sprung off of was racism. And if you check your history, most of the majorities, or the African American, the black people, or whatever people been calling themselves, vote for Democrat. And Democrat is Jim Crow. The anti this, the anti that. So basically, I've been voting Democrat off of a generational thing. You know, my mama did it, her mama did it, and did it. But once I got awoken, and this been years, it's nothing new. But once I got awoken and going through my transition of knowledge, I'm like, no, I'm not about to vote for Democrat. They is pro-slavery and anti-education. And they pro-expansion. I can go off expansion, but it's more about who controlling what and how much of the majority of the government controlling the people. You know? So I was like, no. I know Obama gonna win. All the years. I know he gonna win, first of all, the first election. Because it's black and it's a historical. So I was like, I don't need a vote. He gonna win anyway. And the other ones here, I was like, he gonna win anyway. He just gonna win. But people don't even know that majority of the presidents are related to kings and queens. It's only been 2, 3. I know Trump, one of them, is not related to the king and queen. When you're a president, you're standing in for the true patriots. And the only way, you can do that is family. They want you to think that Trump is a racist. If that's the case, I know I didn't say something racist before, and pretty sure everybody else did. But Trump, like, for real, like, I can read people, and Trump is not a racist. He might have said some racist things, but here we all done said that. But at this point in our life, we're not worried about, you shouldn't be worried about a racist. You should be worried about people that's kidnapping children, raping them, men, women, your mama, your daddy, for their organs and for their skin, so they can wear it, they glands, so and the spiritual cooking and all that good stuff, and the glands and the excretion of the adrenochrome. And Captain After tried to tell you he an insider. He tried to tell you to the point where he committed suicide. Me personally, he jumped off there. He did it. But I've been following him enough that I know it wasn't his will, but that's the way he was going to go down before another person kill him. He'll really jump off a bridge in shame. And that's just my opinion. He'll really shame himself than to submit to the bullshit. Excuse my French. So he jumped off a bridge. He's an insider. He was trying to tell you. Epstein got caught. Epstein got a list of the elite or the high-power people. Hillary, or whatever people calling her and her husband. I don't know. But what I do know is the spiritual war is going down right now. And what we need to be worried about is we the people. Love is beautiful. Love conquers all. God gonna deal with hate. The Heavenly Father gonna deal with the hate. Love conquers all. I know that they want a division. And through my Heavenly Father, which is all things is possible, it's not gonna be. I see it. 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 But what I need for us people to do is not fall into the trap. The guy that just killed the black guy because he was listening to rap music, and rap music is evil. He fell into the trap. It's either one or two things. He fell into the trap, or he wanted to go back because he was missing it. He was missing something. He wanted to go back to jail because he was missing something. But one thing I do know, just to show us grits groceries, that serpent played a part in that. They've been starting wars. You've been having hangings. You've been having people harming people. You've been having people calling the police on people. You didn't have it. It's just a law that you can't discriminate people with their natural hair, which it shouldn't even be a law. This is my natural hair, and I should be able to wear it. You complain about me wearing my tracks and trying to be urban and da. Now that I want to let my tracks go and try not to be westernized and want to go to my natural hair, now you're being racism against my natural hair. Like, it's just ridiculous. And this is just a distraction. Just like with the reparation, that's a distraction. People shouldn't be worried about reparation, because one, they saying that, oh, the descendants passed away and these the people, and they the one did all this, and they don't deserve this. Okay, if I don't deserve what my descendants work hard for, then you don't deserve your type of living, because you're living that way because of my descendants work hard for it. And if you can live off your descendants and their prosperity, then why I can't live off mine? So we not even go off that. We're not even going to go in there, because actually that's just a desperate state, once again, to try to divide. We don't need reparation, because at the end of the day, reparation shouldn't be an acre and a mule, 40 acres and a mule. A reparation should be, give me rent on my land money back. If we, like, come on, don't try to play us and give us handouts. Y'all been giving us handouts, and y'all been gaining off nations' handout. Y'all, Like, yo, we need to get it together. Like, I can do this all day. We need to get it together. We do. We need to get it to freaking together. Like, it's not about race at this point. It's about good and evil. It's about redemption. This is our chance to redeem ourselves through the Heavenly Father to get back on His good graces. I'm going to redeem myself through the Heavenly Father so I can get back on my good graces. But I'm here to tell you, the bad guys is trying to take as many down with them as possible. I already know what team I'm on. What team you on?